Just raised two issues related to that with respect to complaining to my agency, the New York Office of the Attorney General. The first is our agency will take complaints from anybody and will not reveal the source of that complaint. And most of our investigations resolve without the employer ever knowing who has actually complained. Obviously, if you're in a workplace with one or two employees, it gets difficult. But in a medium or large size firm, that really gives you a certain amount of protection. The second is our agency takes very seriously the issue of retaliation. I want to give one example related to the car wash case that I referred to earlier, where during the course of that investigation, one of the car wash locations we came to learn from employees was closing down in the middle of our investigation. Now, we didn't have evidence necessarily that this was because of complaints or because of the investigation, but we were very concerned about it. And in the moment, we took the position that we just presume it's retaliatory unless it were shown otherwise. And very quickly after we made that clear to the employer, we arranged for an agreement that those workers would have substantially the same job at other car washes. So I want to make it clear that I hear you about the individual problems of proving your case in a court. When somebody is retaliated against because of complaints to our office, that's something we take very seriously and we have resolved in the past.
And it's also, and especially in the union side of it, when we're helping people form unions, there's a lot of back and forth. It's not a court supervised thing. It's supervised by the government, but there's a lot of back and forth. And we always tell people it's counterintuitive, but you're better off having the employer know that you're a union supporter or somebody who is making a claim, because it's easier for you to prove that there was a retaliation taken against you. And any decent employer or side attorney is going to tell them, listen, it's really not an intelligent thing to do to discipline somebody while there's a complaint lodged with the Attorney General's office, the Department of Labor, there's a lawsuit going on, because it just raises the questions, why are you now all of a sudden coming after this person and saying their work is really bad? If their work has been the same all this period of time, now all of a sudden they're a bad employee. So it's better to actually be out in the open about it.